If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out.
Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is November the 18th, 2021, and today the topic is unique wisdom. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Well, I just was reminded here that with it being Thursday, y'all know that tomorrow's Friday, and that, you know, a new episode of God, Sex, and Love, the talk show, will be going live on tomorrow, the Lord's will. The guest is Mandy Nuttall, Miss Mandy Nuttall. She is a mother and an author, and mother of five, actually, mother of five. And she's written a book called The Birthday Suit. And so, yeah, if you want to learn more about that and everything she has going on, then tune in tomorrow night on God, Sex, and Love, the talk show on our Facebook. Well, it'll go live on our YouTube, and then we'll share it on Facebook because, like I said, we've been having some issues with uploading to Facebook lately. So, yeah. So this topic of unique wisdom. Well, long story short, after the prayer meditation, today it had me thinking about, you know, how we all are unique and beautifully, wonderfully made and all these different things. And so, I started to look up verses around that. Then I came across an account that I wanted to confirm because I was like, well, who is talking here and who are they talking to, right? And so when I read deeper and I read the entire chapter, I realized that it was God talking to Solomon in the verse that I was reading. And so, but I ended up reading the entire thing, and that is in the Go Deeper section for you to do as well if that's what you want to do. However, that is what got me thinking about wisdom, because obviously, you know, Solomon is well known for his wisdom, you know, and so I started to think about that, and then eventually, when I was getting ready to kind of focus on, you know, the wisdom aspect, I thought about like my original idea. And I was like, okay, well, what is it between the two? So, so that's where unique wisdom came from. Because again, my first thought was about, you know, us being unique, and then the other thought was about wisdom. So here we are talking about unique wisdom, which ultimately leads us to God. Because even Solomon, right? Even he, when you know, read into, you know, his life and the accounts of him and everything like that, I mean, being wise, right? Even he fell and sinned and all those different things. And at the end of the day, his wisdom came from God. He asked God for the wisdom, and God gave him that and more. And even in spite of having that, he still, you know, probably made some unwise choices and everything like that. So again, if we truly, truly want wisdom, then we should go to God. So that's where this idea of unique wisdom led me on today. And I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things to kind of share with you all in regards to that, but we'll see what the Lord do if I go deeper in sharing some of that stuff. But for now, let's get into what the word has to say, okay? So the first verse I came across this morning that I wanted to share was James 3:17. It says, "But the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere. So, yeah, this is the wisdom from above. This is the wisdom of God, right? It's funny, I guess. I mean, maybe this is my little transition into what I was going to tell you all. Okay, long story short, what happened was some days ago, probably Saturday, I can't remember, but some days ago, I got this email. I got this email of invitation to come on someone's show, and I usually accept invitations and whatnot. I usually quickly respond, but something about that one made me want to go deeper. I ended up, researching the show and checking out maybe some episodes and things like that. Perhaps that was wisdom. Perhaps that was wisdom because it does seem like a platform that is, let's just say Antichrist. Let's just go there. And so it was interesting because I was like, okay, well, I don't have a problem with talking to people that believe differently, right? And again, I think I've shared with you all numerous times about like, I think God is working on something in me to be able to do this more or something, and I guess giving me maybe wisdom or understanding or peace in this area to do this. However, when it came to this particular platform, I just was like, but this is something totally different because, at the end of the day, I will welcome the person on my platform because I truly will be open to hearing whatever they have to say and, communicating and, having a normal dialogue. But on your platform, it seems to be very combative and that's not what you're trying to do. You're not trying to communicate. You're not trying to understand. You're just trying to make your point, which the Bible has a lot to say about when you look that up in regards to wisdom. But y'all can do that on your own time. So I guess I'm talking about it now because it seems like sometimes that people, when we feel like we're wise and that we know and all these different things, then we're combative. We're like, aside, instead of being like this, right? Peaceable, gentle, open to reason and all that, you see people the complete opposite is what they operate in when it comes to earthly wisdom, right? This individual, this host seemed to be, well versed in biblical teaching and whatnot, or biblical things, but at the same time using those things to, I would say, lead people astray. And again, I've told you guys repeatedly about how I feel about that, because it's like, yo man, even if you don't believe, hey, by all means, you got that free will to do that. I mean, God gave you that free will, but at the end of the day, like, for you to use your platform to go against God, like as if God isn't wise, as if God isn't like as if you're smarter than God or something like that. It's just very interesting. It's very interesting to observe that type of thing happening. So but that's the interesting thing about this whole, again, conversation about unique wisdom, right? Because yeah, we might think that we're, smart and that we know it all and all those different things, but at the end of the day, it's again, plenty in the Word of God about all of that. So hey, again, y'all can go deeper with that. Plenty in the Proverbs and everything. I think even if you go to the website that I've shared with you all before, openbible.info, and put in wisdom, you'll see a lot in regards to that as well. But I'm going to keep going and share another verse that I came across this morning. Ephesians 5:15 and 16. It says, "Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of time, because the days are evil." Well, making the best use of time. I think it was very interesting this morning. The prayer meditation kind of was like, oh, you took out the time to do this today and blah, 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 blah. And And I mean, I guess it did have me reflecting on this whole journey that I've been on with, the juice and doing this daily Bible study thing and sharing it and all that different stuff. Um, Look, I mean, I've shared repeatedly again that it's been a blessing to me to do this. It's been a blessing to me to, not just be thinking about, man, you need to do this, you need to Bible study more. I went from thinking about that thing and being like, oh, I need to do this. I've been saying this to myself for a long time to finally doing it and then see so many blessings and things come from it. Again, met so many amazing people and done so many things since then where it's like, why would I not continue? But aside from that, I mean, I think that's what it had me thinking about today when I read that verse about you know uh, using what does it say, the best use of time, um, yeah, I mean, because we could get into, like they say, these silly debates about this or that, the Bible versus not, and all this different stuff, and it's like, what, hey, the word has something to say about that as well. Unfortunately, I don't remember the verse completely to say it without probably messing it up, so I won't say it. But yeah, there is a verse in the Bible about that as well. Like, I guess basically debating with people and stuff like that. So I mean, again, maybe that's not the platform for me. For example, that scenario that I was telling you all earlier, but I guess now, I want to be wise with my time. I feel like it's wise to, do this. I feel like it's wise to study. It's wise to get an understanding, ask God for the understanding, and, seek His wisdom at the end of the day. At least it seems wise to me. Now, 1 Corinthians 3:18, it says, "Let no one deceive himself. If anyone among you thinks that he is wise in this age, let him become a fool that he may become wise." Again, y'all can look up wisdom and again see so many things in regards to what it says about wisdom. I think one of the things that come into my mind in this moment is that whole account where they're like, even a fool is seen to be wise when he's silent. um, you know, uh, yeah, that verse came to my mind just now. But yeah, man, I guess in that way, that's what it's referring to. It's like, a lot of times, again, people, we go through life and we're like, oh yes, I know, and we're like, oh, I don't need your information, or da da. But the Bible does say there's wisdom in receiving advice and all these different things. I mean, that every man feels like they're right in their own eyes, but at the end of the day, actually seeking wisdom and getting that wisdom from God, and maybe even from others that I will say that wise counsel, um, is a, I guess, a smart thing to do. Just things to think about here on today. One more verse I want to share with you all in regards to the juice, and it says it is Romans 11:33. Oh, the depth of the riches and wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable are His judgments and how inscrutable His ways. I went and defined inscrutable just to make sure I knew what was going on with it. And inscrutable says impossible to understand or interpret. So again, like, I guess with that in mind, we understand that God has a unique wisdom. I would say, and this is just my little humble opinion right here, I would say that it probably doesn't compare at all to earthly wisdom. And I guess knowing that and understanding that, okay, even in my, with my degrees or whatever the case is, I'm never going to match the wisdom of God. And therefore I need to, if I need some understanding about something, I should go to Him and see what He has to say about whatever it is. And I guess live accordingly, right? Live accordingly, because I mean, it's one thing to get the wisdom, but it's another thing to, I guess, live and operate in it, right? So, Hey y'all, hey, that's the juice this morning. That is the juice. But the Bible verse of today is 1 John 4:7. It says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, it's your girl Miracle Sims, and you already know that your girl is now an author, and my very first publication is none other than a creation inspired by the juice. That's right, friends, you can go on Amazon.com and find the Juice 30-Day Bible Study Journal. And this, friends, I hope and pray will help you create your own Bible study experience similar to the one that your girl here shares with you every day here on God's Sex and Love.